Hello, class. In this video, we're going to start a new assignment, which is drawing the sections, just like elevations. There are two of them, and actually, sections are very much like drawing an elevation. Although you could argue that a section's sort of like a plan, in that you cut through walls and you throw some of it away and look inside. But you're looking vertically like an elevation. In fact, to make this all set up and work, we're going to set it up exactly like we did the elevations. Again, I can give you a sneak preview of what the setup is going to look like by showing the final example. We sort of set up the elevations last time. We're going to do the same setup where we rotate the stacked plans here and then draw the elevations here. So we're going to draw down from the plan and across from the elevations to really get all the dimensions we need. Now, as we go through the video, there's going to be a little few tweaks for the notes that I need to show you, how you think about windows. I gave you a heads up in elevations, how you need to think about them, but really fundamentally there's nothing new here. So I'm going to jump into the drawing I've been making the videos with, which is like this, and probably like you, the first thing I need to do is go to model space, and I don't have the section set up yet here, which I'll have to do over here. And I'm going to start by changing my layer. Actually, I want to start on color 4 because that's going to be the cut layer. That cyan color, just like the walls is the cut layer, we're cutting through the walls. So most of this is really going to be on that fairly thick line color. So I think that's a good one to start with. The first thing I'm going to do is take the plans and do this. Now, we've already given you the cut lines, or we sort of told you where we want you to cut. And so we're going to actually do a cut where we're cutting through the building looking towards the front. So I'm going to take these two floor plans here. I'm going to cut here, copy this. I'm going to copy that. I did that a little quickly. Let me slow that down. I'm going to copy this and copy this. Hit enter and just copy them over some amount of space over. That gives you some room. And I'm going to rotate. Now, like elevation, the surface I'm drawing wants to be facing down as a part of the wall. And so I'm drawing this. I don't want it to be rotated like this, like I did in this elevation, because I was drawing the outside wall. So it's this lower wall is down compared to the upper wall that I'm trying to draw, right? Now I'm going to reverse. So I actually have to reverse that around. So I have to rotate these the opposite way when I'm drawing in section than I would when I'm drawing an exterior elevation. I'm going to rotate, hit enter, and rotate it up. So the front door is sticking up like that. I'm going to rotate this top one the same way. I'm going to hit rotate, click there, hit enter, and pull a line down, straight down this way, and hit enter. And I want to make sure these two things are perfectly aligned vertically before I start. So I'm going to hit line, start from the edge, draw a line straight up. Make sure I'm drawing a line straight up, unlike the one I just did there. Try again. There we go. I got it straight up. And move my second floor to some wall that I know that's in alignment with it, like this one here, to the guideline I just set up there, and erase that guideline. And so that's going to be the stacked version for this one. And in sections, you usually have a line that you draw what you're really drawing to. And so for this, we are actually going to make this section cut through this window. Oftentimes, it's really great to be cutting through windows and things. So I'm going to draw a line. And I'm going to go a line. There we go. Got a line. I'm going to click and make sure I go through that front window and just go straight across. And so basically anything below this line I'm going to be cutting. I'm not going to be drawing. I'm going to draw anything in front of that line. And I can mark this out on the second floor just so I know where it is too. So I'm going to copy this line and hit enter. Go from this corner, which I know matches on the second floor, and drop it there. And again, I'm not going to be worried about anything below this line. I'm going to be drawing anything above that line, mainly what's on the inside of the house. And then I'm going to do another section, and I want this section to be through the stairs, right about here. And I'm going to be looking towards this way, towards the living room and dining room, if you will. So I'm going to copy, again, my first floor and my second floor. Just move them over. This exact spacing doesn't matter. I just want to give myself some room. And I want to make sure the wall surface I'm drawing is on the downward position compared to the opposite side of that wall. So I'm going to rotate, in this case, rotate the plan this way so that those bunch of windows are towards the top of my page, and do the same to the second floor. Rotate this guy here, hit enter. Rotate up, and then make sure that my first floor and my second floor plan are aligned. I'm going to draw a guideline here, and I'm going to move this second floor to that line to make sure they're perfectly stacked. I can erase that line, and I'm ready to draw where I'm going to do my section. And in this case, I'm going to do my section. I'm going to see if I can get a line that cuts through the stairs, the door, 'cause it's always good to cut through the door, and then these stairs back here. And actually, one of the big learning lessons for this assignment is going to be how to calculate stairs out, and we'll get to that in a couple of videos. So the exact place in the line doesn't exactly matter, but you want to try to get that close. I have to zoom in a little bit to get this right where I want it to go, but right about there is where that section cut's going to be. So again, what I'm going to be doing is getting rid of anything below the line and drawing anything I see above the line in this case. And I will copy this line, hit enter. From a base point I know that matches on the second floor, to copy it up to draw to here and hit enter. And so again, I'll be getting rid of all this stuff down below. Oh good, it cuts through the doors, which is nice. And I'll be drawing anything that I see above that line. And we'll get into the details of that as we go. But that's how you draw this. So I've got this all set up. So now I'll be able to draw this section using guidelines down and across to the right for the elevations for both of these. And pretty much most of the dimensions will be given. In the next video, I'm going to quickly go through drawing all the walls, focusing on some of the dimensions that you might not have yet, like for the foundation and things of that nature. But that should be pretty simple, because other than that, there's no new tricks there.